everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and it's time for our next Saturday with Stacy YouTube class number 396. Seriously counting down to 400. I mean, it is getting close. Holy smokes, artichokes. Now, today I have Find It Trading for you. I have their Elegance kits that are done just for Scrapbooking Made Simple, and they changed something. Mind-blowing change that now that they've done this, we can never go back, Remco. You can never ever go back. I'm going to want it this way all the time. So I've got their Elegance Dot and Do kits for you with the change. And then I have got dies from Find It Trading. Dies that you were only able to find on Create and Craft until today. We have them now, and we are the only ones that have them in the United States, and at a price that makes Create and Craft's price go, we've got them for such a better price. So I've got exclusive kits, I've got limited dies. Let me tell you, the dies are very limited because, of course, we're getting what's left over from Create and Craft. That's okay. I don't mind being second. I'm okay with that. But that means that they are limited as to what we have. But at the price, holy smokes, artichokes. And then I've got some special bundles from Hero Arts that's just going to round the whole picture out. It's going to put a beautiful little bow on our package today. What we have from Hero Arts just makes sense, especially with these dies. It just works. So I've got Winner Chicken Dinner to announce. I have got our update for our warehouse sale to announce. It fell down, but there's my Post-it note. It's back. Okay, our warehouse sale update. Let me do that now because it's falling down every time I stick it up so I don't lose it. Okay, so warehouse sale. If you placed an order with Scrapbooking Made Simple during our warehouse sale last year, then this pertains to you. If you did not, if you have no idea what I'm talking about and you didn't get a $24 die for $1.99, pay no attention to this. But for the rest of you, here's our update. Last week I updated you and I believe we were at 210,559, 558,559. We are now processing and filling orders up to 210,648. 210,648 is where we are at. Now, if you are 210,647, 646, 645, 644, all the way down to 209 numbers, well, then your order has either shipped to you or is somewhere in the process. It's either awaiting to be picked, it's already been fulfilled, it's awaiting for quality control, it's already been quality controlled, it's awaiting to be packed, it's already been packed, or it's awaiting shipping. If those are your numbers, 210-648, 647, 646, 645, all the way down into the 209s. Now, if you haven't paid for your order, well, then this really doesn't apply to you if you are in that 209 number where we started at, all the way up to 210,648. If you're somewhere in between there and you have not paid for your order, well, then your order is not in process. We really need you to pay for your order. Please let us finish the commitment that we made to you by having you finish the commitment that you made to us. We offer the pay later so you have the opportunity to take advantage of the sale and save for it. But at some time, well, the invoice comes due, and it has come due. We have a rather large stack of invoices that haven't been paid for. So if you are 210,647, because I know 648 paid, that's how I know it's up here, 247 all the way down, and you are waiting to pay for your order, just give us a call. We'll be happy to take your payment over the phone or send you another PayPal invoice, and you don't have to have PayPal to use the invoice. You can use any major credit card you would like. Now, Winner Chicken Dinner. Okay, if there's little kids in the room, you may just want to do this. I'm going to use not a bad word, but I have Winner Chicken Dinner here in front of me, but the first thing I want to do is tell you a joke. Are you ready? What did the little fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. Okay, That was our winner chicken dinner. That's what she posted as her comment. What did the little fish say, or what did the little fish say before he hit the wall? Damn. Denise O'Hara, you're a winner chicken dinner. Congratulations. We randomly chose your name, but by gosh, when I read the comment, oh, funny. What did the little fish say before he hit the wall? Damn. Okay, our second winner chicken dinner is Cheryl. Is that how you pronounce it? Cheryl Willis? There is a lot of L's in your name, girlfriend. Or is it Cheryl? No, Cheryl? You know what? It's one or the other. But it doesn't matter because you're a winner chicken dinner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. And both you and Denise have won a $25 gift card that is already in your online account. Congratulations. Go have fun spending it. How did these girls get to be winners? Well, they hit the little heart. They subscribed to our channel. They posted a comment down below. We approved the comment because the comments do have to be approved before they are posted. And then our software randomly selected them as our winners. We pick 2 winners every week, but if you don't subscribe and you don't post, you can't play. All right. So I've updated you on the hop. I've given you winner chicken dinner. I think I'm going to go ahead and tilt down and get started for today. For those of you who are moms, I'd like to wish you a very happy Mother's Day. For those of you who have lost moms, you have my understanding, my empathy, and my sincerest condolences, because I so understand. All right, you guys. All right, I'm going to tilt down. We're going to get started for today. I've got beautiful things to show you. I've got, like I said, limited product. So the dies that I have are very limited because they came from Create and Craft. The Elegance Dot and Do sets are exclusive to us, and then Hero Arts bundles. We're going to start easy and get progressively harder because wait until you see what these dies do for all of a little over $10 a die. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's tilt down. Get started. Bye, everybody. All right. Let's tilt in and maybe straighten out just a little bit and tilt in a little bit more and maybe go down a little bit more. I know we're very high tech. For those of you who are just joining with us and have never seen me before, I do this in an office. I have no specialty anything, and I move the camera myself. And I don't edit at all. There's no script, there's no editing, and there's no overdubbing. So what you see is what you get. It's a one take all the way through. Holy smokes, artichokes. Now, isn't this pretty? So this is part of Elegance collection. I think I have 9 of them, 9 new collections from Find It Trading, and these are stickers that you put down to create the pattern. And you're thinking, and these are just punch outs, easy peasy. You're thinking, how am I ever going to do that? Well, they print, behind this is a printed image of where you place each sticker. It's kind of like, easy bake oven. Easy peasy, add some water, turn the oven on, the light bulb comes on and magically cooks your cake. Well, you don't have to guess where to put the stickers. There's a pattern underneath there. But they've changed something. Oh my gosh. Here's the pattern. Now the pattern used to be in like a grayish color. This pattern has been printed in metallic gold ink. That is a game changer, because it means if you don't want to do the entire thing, you don't have to. You can just put some stickers where you want, and you've got this beautiful, beautiful metallic gold printed right onto your card. But, okay, so this one was fully done. So below this is the metallic gold here. So we have 2. But then, look at this one. What's different about this? Huh? What's different? Here, let me tell you. Let me show you. And again, look at the metallic gold. You don't even need to use the stickers if you don't want to. So we're going to start here because you don't need to have any experience at all to do any of these. These are easy peasy. And I'm going to start there. I'm going to bring over one of the kits so I can show you what they have. These are a little more elevated than their typical Dot and Do kits. They call these the Elegance kits, and that's because they print the image on colored cardstock now. A typical Dot and Do, it's white cardstock, and now they're able to print on colored cardstock, and now they're able to print in a metallic color. Remco, Find It Trading, love you. We are never going back. We want metallic colors on all of our Elegance kits. I have to call him and ask him, what other colors can we do? Can we do silver? I don't know. We're going to find out. So in each kit, you get 4 card bases. And the patterns are all the same. All 4 card bases are the same. And what they'd like you to do is score here and fold it to make your actual card, which is what this one is. We've scored it. And made a card. So you get 4 of those. You get 2 of every sheet of sticker that you're going to need. And again, this was a change that I kind of said, okay, this is what we have to do. Originally, when these came out, you got the 4 card bases like this with the identical patterns on them, but they gave you enough to do 1 in the pink, 1 in the green, 1 in the white, and then you'd have enough left over between those to do one that has all the multi. And I said, oh, no. I want them to be able to do all of them multicolored, because the multicolored is really what is so pretty. Look at how beautiful this one is. The multicolored is what's so pretty when you mix the 3 colors of stickers. So Remco had to go back and redo it, and we get 2 sheets of every color sticker. That way you can do your designing any way you want, but we'll get to that. So here you've got your 4 card bases, your 6 sticker sheets, 4 envelopes that kind of fit. It's a little hard for them to get A6 envelopes, which is very close to an A2 size. And then you get 2 sets of punch outs. Now you only get 4 card bases, and I wanted you to have 4 cards, but to achieve that, the punch outs are 3 to a sheet. Well, that means you get to decide which 4 you want to make, but don't worry, we're actually going to make all 6 without any problem whatsoever. Oh my gosh. So again, a little extra bonus being able to select which one, and every single kit has a different punch out sheet, and then all of them will have one that is similar in the different sets that we've put together. So all 3 sets in this collection have a different punch out sheet, and then all 3 sets will have this punch out sheet. That way you're able to do, if you were to get all 3 sets, you'd be able to do, gosh, a bunch of those. So, and then you get an additional piece of cardstock just as a backer, and it may not match the collection, but it's lovely cardstock, and I certainly wouldn't throw it away. And then you get the images. Showing you the different combinations that you can do. You get the images. So this is what comes in each and every pack, and each and every pack has different colored bases. And I'm going to start with the pink, and I'm just going to show you basics on how to put this together. because I know many of you have seen it before. So I'm going to start with my sticker sheets and move that over there for right now. These are peel-off stickers. They're tiny little stickers, and the best way to use them is to get rid of the back. So that peels right off. And you have got so many extra stickers that if you were to lose a few as you're peeling it off, don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. Now, many of you are going to want to save this and use this for something else today. And I have challenged the girls to actually do something with this, and they've made cards out of it before. Today I'm just going to let it go. But I want you to see the difference when you peel the backing off versus not. It's a whole lot easier to see what you have here versus there. So when you do get your peel-offs, I always recommend the first thing you do, whether they be sentiment peel-offs or peel-offs for your Elegance collection or your Dot and Do's. I mean, we sell lots of different types of peel-offs, and you may have some already at home, but it might be hard to see them. I'm just going to peel these all off so I can see. Oh, I lost quite a few in there. I'm going to rub those down and see if I can get those to stay. Rub, rub, rub. And nope, they're going to come up. All right, well, I'm going to lose them because I know I've got more. Oh, I could even put them down there if I wanted to. Oh, I'm not going to do. Oh, well, now I've got them all stuck to me. Okay. So I lost quite a few on this one at the bottom, but I'm not going to worry because I have got a whole nother sheet of white, and you really use so few of each sticker that when you're all done, you've got more than you could ever possibly need. All right, so I put that away, and let's pull a pink, just so I have a pink. Maybe if I start this way and go up. Oh yeah, see there, I pulled that way and I didn't lose any of them. All right. So I'm gonna put those over there because I'm not gonna need them. So I've now got my 3 sticker sheets and I'm ready to go. I can bring over one of my card bases. And like I said, what they'd like you to do is score it in half, fold it, and make a card out of it. This is an A6 size card. What is an A6 size card? Well, there, I'm all scored. What's an A6 size card? Well, I brought these out just so you could see. Typically in the United States, an A2 size card is the most common, and it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. An A6 size card is also common. In fact, a lot of embossing folders are A6 size, and it is so close to an A2 card, but you can see the difference. An A6 is a little bit taller, but it's also just a little bit narrower. See, a little bit narrower, but a little bit taller. So an A6 and an A2, there's not that much difference between them. And I sell A2 card bases, A6 card bases, and then 5x7 card bases. Now our 5x7s are out of stock, but I think they're here next week, finally. And then you can kind of see the difference between an A6 and an A2 versus a 5x7. These are the 3 most common sizes in the United States. And the cards that we're going to be doing today are all A6. Does that mean you can't make them into A2s? Of course you can, and I'm going to show you how, absolutely. But today we're going to start with just the basics, and this is an A6 size card, which means that it's not going to require any extra postage. So I've got my little dots, my little design, and I can decide how much of that design I want to fill in, or if I don't want to fill any in at all, that's up to me too. So let's just take a look. I've got a little Let's take a little look. I've got a dot there. So I'm going to do the bend and snap. The easiest way to get these off is to bend back. I hope you can see this. And when I bend back, those little dots are kind of going to snap up. Can you see how they kind of snap up? Bend and snap is always the easiest way to lift these off. Give a little bend, and they're like little soldiers. And they just snap. I don't know if I can zoom. There we go. Hoping that zooms in. They just snap right up. And you just bend and snap anywhere you need something. It's the Elwood's crafting tip. Bend and snap. So I'm going to bend and snap some of these little, and I'm just going to put them right down on the circle. Tells you exactly where to put the shapes. I'm just going to put it right on the circle. And up. I think I moved that one just a little bit. Oh, I'm okay. And then I've got my little piece right here, my little, I don't know, what do we want to call that? A little bat right there. And I've got the same shapes on every single color, so I can choose what color I want that to be. Maybe I want that to be in white. So I can do my bend and snap. And just like little soldiers, they're going to stand right up. And I'm just going to take my tweezers and lay it right down. In fact, I think this one did move. Let's move that over just a little bit. And let's put go ahead and put one in here. So people who look at these go, I could never do this work. This is just too tedious for me. Until you actually start doing it. And once you get going, you'd be surprised how fast you can finish these if you wanted to do the entire thing. But because now they have got the gold metallic print, if you don't want to do the whole thing, you don't have to. Let's do a bend and snap. And just pull one of those right off. Lay it right down. And bend and snap. And right down. And the last one right here. So right now I'm just doing my 4 corners. That's all I'm doing, is adding a little bit to my 4 corners. And now let's take the white, and this one must be a short one. Let's try a short one. Yep, a short one. And I can lay that right down over. And bend and snap. Grab another one and lay it right down over. So I'm not using any glue. I'm not using any scissors. I haven't had to die cut anything. My gosh, these are great for just about any type of crafter. If you're going on a car trip or an airplane, well, hopefully maybe an airplane ride. Who knows? You're sitting in front of the TV binge watching something. These have become your new best friend. Because they just kind of decompress you. And I can just keep adding. But there's going to come a point where I say, okay, enough. Maybe I do that one and that little piece right there. So I'm going to bend and snap these little guys. And I'm going to put these little guys right there. Oh, I don't know. No, maybe I'll do that in the pink now that I'm looking at it. Change of mind. So I'm going to bend and snap these little guys. Same shape. I'm just going to change the color because I can. Find it has given you so many to work with that you'll have extras even after you finish all 4 cards. And I'm just going to finish out these corners super fast. So there's that. And then I'm going to do the little ones, and this little, I've got the little happy faces at the bottom that I'm going to do in the white. Right over the top, and bend and snap that up and right over the top. And bend and snap that up and right over the top. And then my last little smiley face. And then all I'm left with is a small dot, and I'll do that small dot in pink. I didn't even use the green. Small dots. Now you may choose not to use those small dots and come back and use some bigger dots if you'd prefer. Go ahead, it's your card. I'm going to use the bigger dots and put the bigger dots down here. You're going to have so many left over that it's just not even going to matter. Bend and snap. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do on this one in terms of decorating. I could do the whole thing, but I have decorated that corner. And because this is in the metallic gold, I don't have to go any further if I don't want to. Now I can bring over the little punch outs. So these are decoupage, European decoupage, which is paper layering. And that is exactly what they do. They layer. Here's your number 1, here's your number 2, here's your number 3. And 4 up here. I'm like, where's the 4? Here's number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. And these don't have to be fussy cut out. These are going to punch out just on their own. So I'm going to take out my number 1. And they have the numbers that correspond printed right on the sheet. Just going to take out my number 1. And your number 1 is always your base. Then I'm going to pull my number 2. And I'm going to come over. Let's get that little center out. Let's get that little centerpiece out. It used to be that you would have to fussy cut these. And there are still some sheets out there where you would literally take your scissors and fussy cut. And the number 2 piece is going to layer right on top of the number 1. It's an identical match. And you're saying, but then why do I glue that down? Well, you don't actually glue it down. You use super fine little, the tiniest little square pop dots. That's what you use because we're going to elevate it just a little bit. Now these are by Best Creation and you get 940 pop dots per sheet. And I want to say they're $1.25 a sheet. So a little goes a long way. I'm going to turn my number 2 over and acknowledging that you would do a much better job putting your pop dots down than I am. I just want to get some down so I can show you how to layer it on. You would put them, I don't know how many you would use, but I've just put some down, and then I'm going to peel off my little top piece to expose my sticky. You can use your tweezers to pull off that little top piece. They're not going to stick until you pull off because it's a double stick. It's a double stick pop dot. Got to pull off that top layer so that you can get the sticky. Some people use their tweezers. It's really up to you, whatever works best for you. Oh, let's get that down. And done. Okay, so now I've got my number 1. And I'm going to layer on right on top my number 2. I'm going to line it up and pop it down. And I've started to create a 3D embellishment. Now I go to my number 3, and of course my number 3 has 3 different items in it. So, oh, these 2 are connected at least. So I'm going to pull out my number 3. My number 3 is going to lay right on top of my number 2. I'm going to pop dot the back. Again, you would do a much better job than I am. I'm just getting some pop dots down there so you can see. Peel off the little liner to expose the sticky. I know people do it with their tweezers. I'm not so good with my tweezers in this. I do much better with my fingers. And now I'm going to line up my number 3 right on top of my number 2, which is right on top of my number 1. I'm hoping it's going to zoom. Not sure. If I put something behind it, will it zoom? So you can see that I'm now layering. My number 3 is on top of my number 2, which is on top of my base of my number 1. Let's get my last little number 3 on there, because they gave you the little leaves. And pull them off. And then layer it right on down. And then my last one, my number 4, is this little one right here that I'm going to pop right on out. And I've created a 3D embellishment. And that one fits right there. Fits perfectly right there. No guessing. No, gosh, I don't know where to put it. No glue. I haven't even used scissors yet. So 4 cards come in every kit. Everything you need to make at least 4 cards. But you could make 6 cards if you use all the pop-outs that they give you. All right. So now I have got my three-dimensional embellishment that is ready to go right there in the center. The cards were designed to fit the embellishments right in the center. And for that, if you want, you can pop it, or you can just take some Stacy tape, whatever double-sided adhesive you have. Put a little bit down. This is the intended purpose for the kits. This is what they want you to do with them. And again, I didn't fill in all of the little dots that I could have because I've got a beautiful metallic gold right there. I don't have to. I've just added a little extra just here and there just to make it spark every now and then. Super Super easy, super pretty. Put a sentiment on, you've got an envelope to put it in, and you are done. That's the intended purpose. What if we did something different than the intended purpose? No, really? Yes. And the nice thing about the different sets, so there's 9 total, let's see, 9 total kits and 3 different sets. So there's 9 individual kits that will make 4 cards each. But then, like this one is a welcome spring, and this one is a welcome spring, and this one is, let me grab this one. This one is a welcome spring. That means everything from the 3 welcome spring kits that we have, we're selling together as a group, and everything will intermingle and mix and match because it's all from the same collection. But I'm going to play with, I'm going to move this one out of my way and move these out of my way. And I'm going to bring over the next welcome spring. And see, I easily could have taken the paper from the kit I just used and used it with the one that comes with the purples. They're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Without question, you can totally mix and match inside the collections. So I've got my decoupage sheets, and again, in this collection, this is the one you're going to get extra of in every collection. You'll get 1 sheet that is specific to that kit and 1 that is the same no matter which kit you buy in the Welcome Spring collection. So Welcome Spring, all 3 kits are going to have this sheet in it, because that way you can do, it gives you plenty. I've got my stickers. I've got my 4 card bases. I've got my envelopes, and these designs are different than the designs I just did. Each kit has its own design, but everything works together. All right, let me take these and put that over there. I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to grab, okay, so this is what I've got. But they've given me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do I utilize the other 2? Easy peasy. Instead of making your card base out of this like they want you to fold it. And I'm sure you guys all have scorers and bone folders. I'm just doing this on my own. They want you to fold it, score it, and make your card base out of it. What if instead of doing that, you cut it? Now you've got this one and this one. You can certainly take an A6 card base and put that on there. Or you could certainly take an A6 card base, trim this one down just a little bit, and now put it on your card base. You can do them this way where it makes your actual card. You can do 2 that way and cut 2, because that would give you 2 extra pieces of purple to do the last 2 on your decoupage sheet. Remember, they give you 6 pieces for the center. And you're like, but how do I decorate this? It's just plain. Oh, no. Give yourself an opportunity to play. But how simple is this? Then all I do is tape it down. And because you've got that gold on there, that's so pretty, printed right on it, it's up to you. Do you want to go in and pull some of these colors and use some of these to spruce it up a little bit? Peel off my back so I can see what I've got. Gosh, maybe I just want to do my lines. So maybe all I want to do is the border. I can do that, oh my gosh, so quick. So 1, do my bend and snap. 2, I'm just going to lay my borders down. That's the only thing I'm going to worry about is what's around the outside. And in no time at all, this one will be done. It's all up to you. How much effort do you want to put in? And maybe you start simple like this and gradually build into doing more and more on each card until before you know it, you've decorated the entire card with the stickers. And my last 2 at the top. Now all I did was add a little bit just around, but on these center ones they have the small little ones, so I'm going to go in. This one's a little crooked. Ooh, I'm going to straighten that out. Pick it up and lay it back down. So I've got the big borders that I used over here, the big borders. A little bit fatter, a little bit longer, but on the opposite side, I've got a little bit thinner and a little bit shorter. And those fit on either side of that center. Up to you. So I'm picking it back up because I didn't have it straight. And so I know so many of you have loved the Dot and Do's and the Elegance brand, the Elegance collection, which means it's printed on colored paper. But you've looked at it and go, oh my gosh, that's so much work and it would be so hard for my eyes to see. But now, look at how pretty is that? And then all we have to do is decide what we want in the middle. 1, 2, I don't want to not use, they give you 6 punch out shapes, 6 punch out centers. I don't want to not use 2 of them. So instead of making my card out of the purple paper like they wanted me to, Instead of making my card and using the entire sheet of purple paper, I trimmed it in half and matted it on a card base. And now all I have to do is use my pop dots to get these down. And again, I will go quick to get them down just so you can see. You would do a much better job than I would. Oh, well, I didn't need to do that, Stacy. Hello. Well, I will. Now I'll pop that. All right, let's pop the back on this one. Start with my number 2. Come on, off you go. Off you go. And I like to pick them up kind of in a little chunk so I can put them down easier. And I need to pop out that little piece right there. Okay, let's take these off. Somebody said you push in and push in the center, and then they'll come up off the side. I don't know, everybody's got their own technique for getting that little piece of paper off the top of them. I just kind of grab it with my fingernail. Okay, so now I can layer. This one's gonna layer right on top, exactly on top. It's a mirror image. Well, not a mirror image, an exact image. Okay, that one's down. Now let's do this one really fast. Oh yeah, that was good. Got a bunch there. And at 940 per sheet, you don't have to be sparing with them. You don't need to cover every inch of the backside either, but you certainly can use quite a bit. So with the addition of the gold printing, it takes away the overwhelming, oh my gosh, I have to do the whole thing. Because before it was just this yucky kind of gray printing, and you really would want to do as much of it as you could or cover that gray printing with something. But now you've got that beautiful gold, and I'm hoping that they're able to print it in all sorts of colors. So there's 3, and now my last one to go on top. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, and I have made my own 3D embellishment. If you all remember Jolie's, I know they're still out there because K & Company has come back, but Jolie's was the master of 3D embellishments, and now you can see how it pops. And I put the pop dots on the back when I started. So we're just gonna pop the whole thing. Instead of using Stacy tape, I'm just gonna pop it from the very beginning. Let's get these off. So I meant to put Stacy tape on the back here and tape the whole thing down like I did the last one, but I got ahead of myself and started putting little pop dots down on everything. Okay, there we go. And now this. Right there. And poof. Easy peasy. And again, you can go in and do the whole design. Let me see. So here's one where they've done the entire design. Every single sticker is on there. Every little outline is covered. Here, I just did some of it. You choose. Here we used the base, kept the whole thing that purple. Here I wanted to make the most of my paper because I get 2 extra pops. So I wanted to be able to do something with it here by using the same color. So instead of making that card, I trimmed it out and mounted it to an A6 card base. You might even be able to mount it to an A2 card base. So let's keep going with the idea that, well, with the idea that maybe you like the idea of cutting them down and putting them on something. Let's cut this one down. And I think I might even cut a pink one down. Okay, this is where the dies come in. Put those right there and those here. So what are the dies from Find It Trading? Well, they're called Dottie designs. Don't know why, but that's what they're named. And they're card-based dies. So here's the score line, and this is going to make you an A6 card. Here's the score line, and this is going to make you an A6 card. We have 4 different designs. This one's so cute. It makes like a little eyelet pattern. It's darling. Now, I think Create and Craft is selling them on average for between $14.99, $13.99, $14.99. We're gonna put them out at $12.99 and then 20% off. So I don't know, $10.40, something like that, for the whole die, right? I mean, that's an amazing price. For those of you who know dies, you know that that's pretty much a rock star price. Now let's play. Let's take this one first. I'm gonna start here. Oh, it's taped from the top. Okay, well that's different. I'm used to it being taped underneath, and it's taped from the top. All right, done. Let's put that in there for now. And I'm gonna put these over here. So how do these dies work? Well, you need to have a die cutting machine, that is for sure. And they are wafer dies, so very thin. They have a little edge that's going to cut paper when you put it through your Sizzix Big Shot machine, your Sizzix Big Shot, your Big Kick, your Vagabond, your Plus, your Pro, your Spellbinders Platinum, your Platinum 8, a Gemini. Whose machine do you have? Will this go through a Cuttlebug machine? It should. These should go, as long as you have the plates that are long enough. This isn't wide enough. This still should be able to get through your Cuttlebug machine. It's not 6 inches, but Cuttlebug machines are discontinued. So if you still have yours, think about getting a new Sizzix machine or a new Spellbinders machine. Now, how to use this. First off, I want to tell you that I'm not going to be using my magnetic platform today. I am not, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to start with the purple. So I'm going to bring over from Hero Arts a bundle that we have for you. So Hero Arts sells beautiful paper. Their paper is it's either 100 pound or 111 pound. Each sheet, pending on color, is either 100 pound or 111 pound. And we've bundled them up. You can buy them open stock if you want to. Let me see. Like here's the blues. So they come 10 sheets to a pack. And they'll be on sale, the single, if you want to just buy certain colors, 10 sheets of each color. But if you get the bundle, and we've bundled either 3 different colors or 4 different colors in each bundle, you're not only going to save, but you're also going to get the coordinating enamel dots to go with it. So the blues have 3 blues that go with it. Some of the others have, here's the aquas. The aquas have 4 packs to go with it, and the coordinating. So it's up to you. And again, it's heavy cardstock. It's very much like the memory box that I showed you before. The only difference is this is bigger. So you're able to do bigger things. The memory box was 6 by 6 and worked great for what we were using it for. This is bigger and is going to allow us to die cut it and make our own base. So I'm going to pull this over here and put that there for right now and that there for right now. And I'm going to cut a piece of my, this is Hero Hues paper. We're not doing the black and we're not doing the white. We're doing the creams and the grays and the purples and the reds and the yellows, all the colors that I don't manufacture. I can't afford to manufacture paper in all of these colors as much as I would like to. Okay, so I've got it onto my paper. Is it a tight fit? Yes. Does it have to be that tight of a fit? No, if you don't mind, you can certainly move it around a little bit. Remember, it can't be more than 6 inches to go through a standard Sizzix Big Shot machine, but you can certainly make it so it's not such a tight fit. I like to conserve where I can, and wait till you see what we do with this cute little sheet in just a few minutes. Now, normally I would use my magnetic platform with this. Why? Because a magnetic platform allows you, nope, that's my multi-purpose platform. A magnetic platform allows you to put paper down and the die, and then the die doesn't move. Isn't that nice? It holds everything, holds it right in place. See, that's nice. I'm going to be using what now comes with the Big Shot machine as its standard platforms, which is a base platform and a solo shim. And you'll see, when I move my sandwich over and I put it on there, it no longer holds my die and my paper. But I'm going to need to use this one anyway. Why? Well, when I put my cut plate onto my magnetic platform and I put my paper, everything's great. Then I put my die. And because of the score line here, because of this piece of metal there, and because of the magnet placement in my magnetic platform, the magnets want to pull the die to one side or another. It's not going to let me center it. It's going to, and I can't move my paper to make it work because it's pulling that die right off the platform. It makes it too long on one end. See, I've got all this room over here, and if it would let me center it, I'd be great. I'd be good as gold. But because it's got this piece right here that allows you to make your score line, that is being pulled one way or the other to the magnets, and there's just no way to get it to work. So for these dies, because of that score line, you're going to have to use something other than your magnetic platform. There's no reason to use a magnetic platform to tape it in place. That just doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to put my magnetic platform away, and I am going to use the platforms that come with the Sizzix Big Shot machine. So it's the base platform and the solo shim. I'm going to put it's brand new. I'm almost afraid to use it, right? Let's use one. How about that one? That one's not as pretty. So when you get your machine, you get 2 beautiful cut plates that look like this. Eventually they're going to look like this, and that's okay. I don't even want to cut into this one because it's too pretty, and this one's got lots of life left. So I'm going to put my base platform down, my solo shim down, my cut plate, my paper, and my die. I am going to have to tape it down. It just makes sense to tape it down. So I'm going to grab, I've got my Sizzix tape right here, my little maker's tape, And I can just put a little piece here. And what I'm looking for is I want to make sure that the die is all the way on the paper. See how close that is? It should be okay because I'm taping it down. I just want to make sure that that die is all the way on the paper. And then I'm going to bring my machine over. This is a Sizzix Big Shot machine. It's the manual one. No, I don't know when the switch is coming out. It was due out 1.5 years ago. So this is just my manual one. They do make an express, which has a motorized version to it. We do sell the Sizzix Big Shot machine, and we've got a couple different bundles that you can get. And again, my platform is my base plate, because if you buy it now, that's what you're going to get. My solo shim, my cut plate, my paper, and my die taped down to my paper. Now, my die doesn't have to be taped down to my cut plate. It just needs to be taped down to my paper. You can tape it down if you want. I just want to make sure that this is on here and that I've got it on all the paper. And then a do not cut plate. Do not cut plate is a plate you try never to cut into, like this, because it stays perfectly flat. It doesn't warp at all. It lets you send your dies through easy peasy. And let's see if I've got it, if I'm good. I'm going to send it on through. Now there's no opportunity to kind of rotate this die, and it is going to hit my roller parallel, so you might hear some ka-thump. But once you get going, you get going. A little hiccup over the score line. And now I am very close to my edge. I might not have gotten enough pressure. See, I didn't have enough pressure to finish cutting because it was so close to my edge. Not a problem. I'm going to leave it taped down, put it right over it, and I'm only going to send it through to do that little edge right there. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm just going to go zoop and zoop and call it done, and let's see what I got. Ha! And now I have made an A6 card base with the most darling little edges, which I can then take and cut this down to size. Remember, this is the piece that I cut off. Cut it in half. This is the extra. And now I can put it here and take one of the extra ones and put there, and maybe run some ribbon up the side in a sentiment. What I mean, one of the extras, I've got the opportunity to take because you get an extra two. I can take one of these and add it here. But look at how cute is the card base. And so easy to do. And I could take and trim this one down. A little heavy handing on the trimming. But I could take and do that. At this point, I have a world of options on what I want to do because I created my own A6 card bases. And these are designed for A6. And it's $10. Think of all the paper you've got. You want something else besides a white card base? Now you've got it. Tape it down. Oh, a little high. Nope, it's down. I'm not moving it. I'm a little off center, but I've been called worse. And now all you have to do is put your design in the middle. Nope, not gonna stick. Design in the middle and you're good to go. You don't have to decorate that at all if you don't want to. Look at how cute is that, right? I took this one off the girls. Shush, I gotta put it back. I took this one from the samples. Hold on, let me put it back. I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay. Okay, it's back. Whew. So which way do you like it? Options. Totally, you've got them. I better put that one back before I forget and I get in trouble. You've got them. Now I did the pink one too. So let's grab a sheet of maybe the pink. And again, this is the Hero Hues cardstock. So I took the card base from Find It. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna pull those over to the side. Move that over there. Let's grab another one. How about the Dottie? Let's see what the Dottie looks like. Oh, it's taped over the top. I always want to pull it from the bottom because that's where most of them are taped from. My guess is that Remco's taped these themselves. Okay, so I'm going to do the Dottie one. And I'm going to do this one. Okay, so let's do the Dottie one. And I'm going to cut a piece. This is thick paper. I mean, that is so thick. It ranges between 100 and 111 pounds, depending on the color. And then let's pull it over. And we've got our base platform. We've got our solo shim. We've got our cut plate. We've got our die. And I'm just gonna tape my die right to my paper. Can't use the magnetic platform because of the metal right here. It really wants to pull my die. Okay, And my do not cut plate over the top. And now let's send it through and see what we got. A little bit of creaks and cracks getting it going, but then once you're going, you're good. A little bit of a hiccup right over the score, and then to the very end. There we go. Now, did I get it the whole way on my first go round? I did. Look at it. I don't even have to put it back through. Gosh, now see, I would do something with this. I'm going to put that to the side just because I would do something with that. Pull it off. And then do my score. And that score line is really close to those little dotties. So you're going to want to give it a good crease. And then all my little dots pop out, giving me a look of, see, it almost has like an eyelet look. Isn't that cute? On both sides. You can leave the dots in if you want. It's up to you. You don't have to pop them out if you don't want to. So cute. I just want to give that one a really good score, because those little dots are so close to the edge. There we go. And now I can take my pink and let's trim my pink down a little bit. And remember, this is the pink from the other side. So I'm trying to make the most out of what I get in my kit. So we've got 4 dies from Find It. They'll be $12.99 regularly priced. And then we'll put them on sale at 20% off. So somewhere around, I think, $10.39. And that really is a Holy Smokes Artichokes price. Oh my gosh, Stacy, that was almost perfect. Holy Smokes Artichokes. And then I can take, so this one did not come with the pink kit, it came with the purple kit, but they all were from the Welcome Spring collection in that bundle. And I could easily take this one. And pair it here. Do my decoupage, a little piece of ribbon, a sentiment, and you're done. You want to use everything you get in those kits. Here's the one that goes with it. I could easily take this one right here. This actually came with the pink kit. And I could trim this one down. And totally mix and match. Oh, still a little bit big. I need to trim down just a little bit more. All right, let's try that. Oh, better. Perfect. So that one has, and then I could put that one there and decoupage on up, and I've got the cute little eyelets going around it. Or I could put that one there and this one and start building up, or that one and this one and start building up. You have options. That's the whole point of these kits, is that even if you're a beginning crafter, even if you've never crafted before, you can take these and utilize them the way that you like, from going all out and doing all of it and putting all the little stickers all over, to keeping it just as simple as can be and taking advantage of all of the product that they give you to make the sweetest little things. Now, I have these pieces. I mean, I could just mix and match forever. I really could. That's how they're meant to do. It's fabulous. I have these little pieces here that I cut off from the Hero Arts paper. When I made this card, it's the extra. And when I made this card, it's the extra from the Hero Hues paper. What am I gonna do with that? I'm gonna use these dies on this paper too. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's not big enough. All right, well, let's pull another die. Why not? Well, let's use that one. So I've got my paper here. I've got my die here. What happens if I just pull this up over the top so it's not underneath the cut line? If I did it here, which I could, well, we've got two, so I'll do them both. Okay, what if I center that? Let's bring my, oh, exciting. I have thoughts. Let's bring my machine back over. You want to use everything you get. And sometimes you don't have to mail a card. Sometimes you're putting a card just on a gift box or a gift bag, or you're hand delivering a card. I've got my base plate. I've got my solo shim. I've got my cut plate. I've got my die, my paper, and my die that I am going to tape down so that it doesn't move. Not that my paper is perfectly straight, because I freehanded it, but I do think you'll get the idea. Okay, now my do not cut plate over the top. It's not the same width. I get it. I understand. I know. I'm okay with that. Use what you've got. Make it work for you. How many pieces of scraps do you have that are like this size or even narrower that you can now throw in here and make the cutest little gift cards out of, because it's going to cut and score? Let's see if I got it. Why, yes, yes, I did. Which way you want it to go? You have options. And then you have that leftover purple paper from the half of this. Maybe you cut that down to fit on here, and then maybe you throw on. I don't know where I put everything. Oh, I make such a mess. Okay, well, oh, there it is. Maybe you throw on one of these. Maybe we cut that down. Let's get this out of my way. How cute is that? It's small, it's darling, and you're only limited by how wide you want it to be. Okay, so there, and that looks good. Okay. So now I'm here. And here, and I decoupage it, and I put a little thank you right there. Oh my gosh, that's using the extra. But what if you don't want it on both sides? Like, that's how I was gonna start. What if I need to pull this one too, so I at least have these handy. What if I take, in fact, I'm gonna tape that one down just so I can. Tape. You would do a better job than I would, but we're all about the holy smokes artichokes. It's so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, I love it, and it was used with the extras. What if we take this one and let's pull our last one. Remember, it's stuck from the top, Stacy, not from the bottom. Can you see the value in your $10 and I don't know, 39 cents or whatever? So what if I just wanted the bottom? What if I didn't want it to have the little scallopies the whole way? I just pull my paper up through the top. Just pull my paper up through the top. Let's bring my machine back over. Put it down. Line it up. All I care about now is where it lines up here on this edge. That's all I care about is this edge, because I'm gonna keep it up here. I don't want it to cut that back edge. I just want to have this detail on the front of my card. And let's tape it down. Okay, where are you? Now, how can you go around it 3 times and still not feel it? How about this one? Oh, my nemesis. Getting these things started and stopped when I should leave myself a little bit of room. Really? I can't feel it. Do you guys see where it's? Oh, there it is. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me. I need to leave a little bit of a tail. Okay, so I'm going to tape it here. And I'm going to put a little tape here. Well, that's a lot of tape. We don't need to use that much. And a little bit here. Because again, I don't care about this end over here. That's not going to cut anything. The only thing I'm concerned about is here. Put on my do not cut plate. Scooch it on over and let's send it on through. Now, do you want the score line or do you not want the score line? If you don't want the score line and you want to put your own score line in there because you want to change the size of it, fine, then just go roll back. But if you do want the score line, zoop, and then zoop. And let's see what I got. So now I put the detail only on the front. I don't know, which way do you like it? you have options. And then I can take my extra pink that came from here and put that. I could even put I could put that in here as my inside. Mat it to my inside. Isn't that so cute? Up to you. Okay, so we're taking their kits and making them more, way more than what they started out as. Not that they weren't great to begin with. The Remco, they're amazing. But we're taking your dies and utilizing them to their fullest capacity. Because when you buy a die or a stamp, you want to get the most for your money. Yes, these are inexpensive dies. At $10, you got to admit they're inexpensive, but it's still $10. That's still your hard-earned money. You still want to make it worth your while. So if I can show you so many different ways to use that one die, of course, I think you have to have all the different outlines. Look at how cute is that. Now see, I put it back, or is it this one? Stacy, 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 go ahead, tell me, did you really do that, girl? Did you? Sizzix, I want a way to figure out where my end is. How about a little tape dispenser for this Victorious Victor? Huh? How about just a little tape dispenser for it? That can't be hard, right? Something that's going to allow me to leave an end. There it is. I get too involved and I get too excited when I'm doing something, and then I just throw it down and I don't pay attention, and then I come back and I've lost my little spacing for it. Help me, Victor. Help me. Victorious Victor and Sizzix Sarah. I want a little tool, a little tape dispenser. Not big. I don't want it to sit on the desk. Just a little something. I know you can do it. I know you can. How cute is that from the extras? Oh, darling, 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 darling. Okay, but what if, well, I don't want to lose that. What if you have card bases already? What if you're an A2 type of girl or guy? This is an A2 card. So, the same A2. Line them up so you can see they're the same. I feel like I'm doing a magic trick. What if I want to add, and these are my card bases. These are actually 200-pound paper, not 100, not 110 or 111, but my card bases are 200-pound. And most people pick them up and think they've got two of them, but it's not, it's one. 5x7s have been out. I have a huge shipment coming in, hopefully in the next week. So I will be completely restocked in card bases. But what if you wanted to use these dies with the card bases you already have? Well, I just showed you how. Do you want the ends to be done? This is an A2 card. Do you want the ends to be done? Then we have to line it up beautifully, tape it down, and cut it. So line it up, let's line it up. I can't have the die anywhere on the edges. So my die can't be anywhere on either side, here or here. I just want my die here and here. It's got to be off the paper on both of these sides, or it's gonna cut, and it's not gonna cut evenly because the paper is too small. Am I centered? Yep, I think I'm centered there, but I need to go there. So I'm just kind of feeling where the score line is. I'm kind of rubbing the die back and forth, and it kind of clicks in where the natural score line is in the card base that you already own. Okay, let's just try and tape down and see what we get. So I'm going to tape here. And I'm going to tape here. And I'm going to tape over here. Just because I don't want the paper, it can't be underneath the edges on either of these sides. It needs to be under the edges on both of these sides. And then let's send it through and see what we get. Creaks and cracks are okay. A little thump. Thump at the end. And let's see if I had enough pressure on both sides. Oh, see, a little. I didn't have quite enough pressure on this side. This side cut through beautifully. This side's done. But this side, because it was so close to the edge of my platform, so all I'm going to do is come back and I'm just going to cut. I'm just going to roll it through partially. I'm just going to roll it in to get that and roll it back out. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to roll it in and I'm going to roll it out. Okay, how much do people charge for those edges when you go and get cards and you buy them pre-edged? They're not inexpensive. They're way more than $10. And my gosh, you can use this for the rest of your crafting days. And I've put the edge right on it, on an A2 card. If I had only wanted the top edge, well, I would do the same thing I did before. I would tape it down, send it on through so that it can't cut. I need to find the natural score line, so by kind of moving this back and forth, you'll feel that it kind of divots in and holds where the score line is in the card. So you're not guessing. I'm going to put it down. Need to make sure that I am not going to cut. Oh, I think it's going to be as close as a chinny chin chin because of the little dips that come in. But all we can do is try. Look at that, I'm getting it. You would think that I'd be fine with that tape by now. I use it so much. It's the Sizzix Maker's tape. And it's really great because it doesn't stick to anything. It's really not meant for this. It was meant to hold your dies onto your platform. But it's a really nice, inexpensive washi tape. And you get a lot for your money. So I'm just going to try and make sure that I don't cut those edges. And all I care about is this one edge right here. Don't care about this one at all. I don't want to do both sides. And let's send it on through. So that means I can put this anywhere on my platform. I don't have to have it right up to the front. And we're going to go 1 and 2. That's as far as I'm going to take it. This makes my heart so happy. Isn't that so cute? With an A2 size card. So if you can do it with an A2 size card, of course you can do it with an A6 card, because the dies were meant for A6 cards. Absolutely you can. Pick the one you want. Line it up. Now an A6 card is again gonna cut the entire thing out. So you're gonna really wanna tape it into the place you want it to go to. Line it up so you can see that it's on top of your paper. Tape it on down. Oh, I just moved it. Well, I'm gonna go for it. And my card bases are value priced. So you get 25 cards and 25 envelopes. I wanna say they start at $7.99 for the A2s. I think the 5x7s, which are out of stock right now but due back in next week, are like $9.99, and that's for the envelope and the card, and it's 200 pounds. I think I'm just a little bit off. I'm gonna squeeze that. You think I can squeeze that down and tape that into place right there and see if it holds? If I just push this on down and tape it right there and see if it holds. Don't know that it will, but we'll try. And I'm going to send it right on through. Nope, it didn't hold. All right, well, we're just going to try. A little ka-thump, a little pressure there. I think I'm going to roll it through one more time. Just, it's got everything basically cut, but one more time just to make sure. And let's do that one. I probably should have rotated it. Come on, ready? There we go. Okay, let's see what we got. Well, the only place it's not cut is on that edge. So I'm going to roll it one more time. It was as close as a chinny chin chin, that is for sure. Oh, now I can totally see it cut off. Well, there it goes. All right, and untape. Oh, so cute. And done. Done. I got it. And so I can do the, let's bring the A6 over. I can do the half of a card. Put that there. Put that through. Oh, that's a tight fit though. No, with an A2, that's a really tight, or with an A6, that's a really tight fit to only get half the card done. I don't think I'm going to be able to just get the bottom. Oh, but what if I did, what if I did it this way? Am I still going to be able to just get, I still am not going to be able to just get the bottom with the A6, or A6 card, only with an A2. But That's kind of cute. Okay, let's try that. That's kind of cute. Let's see what we get. Through. I don't have to go any further than that because I'm not asking it to cut anything more than that. Isn't that cute? Now you put on whatever floats your boat. Where's that pink? From Hero Hues. Ha! With an A6. Happy day. You can totally do this. And then I have this piece. And this piece left over. What if we just wanted that little eyelet at the bottom? I don't want to score it. I'm going to do my own scoring, but look at, I'm going to put that little eyelet at the bottom of this little off piece. Put my do not cut plate over the top. Should I tape it? Just to be sure. Okay. Send it through. I only have to send it enough to hit that right there. It's as far as it has to go. In, out. Oh, well, that hasn't happened in such a long time. My little eyelet pieces. And now you can make that into a bookmark or a tag. You can score it wherever you want it to score. Up to you. You have options, but look at how narrow that is. And I added that darling little tag, the little eyelet, right onto the bottom of it. And I still have this piece left. That I could then use. Do I want to score it? Do I not want to score it? Don't need that. Save that for something else. No waste. The kits have no waste at all, especially when you utilize them with the dies that allow you to make other size card bases to use the rest of the product in. So this is just going to give me the top and the bottom. because it's not wide enough to do, the paper's not wide enough to do the sides. But I have to believe that you've got enough scrap paper that you could be making these for days. You can use them as mats for your layouts. How cute would this be for a mat for your layout? And then you put your picture here, right? Just a little detail edge. And the Hero Arts paper, very much like the memory box paper, is thick enough to hold up. It's thick enough to use for a card base. It's thick enough to hold the weight of what you're adding to it. 100-pound paper to 111-pound. It's one or the other, depending on the color. And then my card bases are 200-pound. Woo! And I've got my little edge. Too big. Not too big. Gosh, if that's what you've got left, you can come back in with the pink paper from Hero Arts and mat it with the pink paper and do it with the Hero Arts pink paper if you're out of the pink paper from Find It Trading. You can do this. This is so, so easy. So easy. Okay. Oh my gosh, what did we do? We did a lot. Holy smokes, artichokes. I just want to finish some of these, but I've got so many of them started. Everything from just a basic card base. Oh, huh. What if I cut this off? See, these are how the YouTubes get to be 2 hours long. What if I cut this off? And I line that up there. And then I put that on there. How cute is that? You could spend hours playing with all the different things that can be done. Or you don't have to spend hardly any time at all and just do it the way they want you to. Somewhere is the way they want you to. I know I did one the way I was supposed to, but that was like ages ago, wasn't it? I don't know what I did with it. I am the worst at keeping track of this stuff while it's on my table. Oh, well, it is what it is. I know I did one somewhere that was the way it was supposed to. Oh, it was pink. That's right. I started with pink. There we go. The way they want you to do it, which is using the full sheet of their paper as the card base. Or then we cut it down and use the white paper. Or then we made our own card base using the Hero Arts. But then we took it so much further with things you may already own and paper you may already have that just lets you do such pretty things. And just nest that right on top. And then figure out where you want to go from there. But it's interesting and it's different and it adds a new element to all of what you've been, and again, this could be a mat. You could now mat your picture on this, put a title down here and add it to your scrapbooks. So much. But exclusive and limited. Oh my gosh, exclusive and limited. Holy smokes, artichokes. Okay, let me kind of gather myself up here and then I can start showing you. So remember, we started with the basic. Let me see if I can even find a basic kit. We started with a basic kit from Find It Trading. And these are the designs that are done here are done exclusive for Scrapbooking Made Simple. Remco does these just for me. He puts them together and he gives you the opportunity to do at least 4 different cards. But if you're wise with your paper, you can easily do more than 4 cards without any question, because he gives you 6 sheets of punch outs. 6 sheets. If you were to buy all 3 of the Welcome Spring, you would get, this is the unique sheet for this set, and this was the unique sheet for the pink set, and this was the unique sheet for the purple set. But what all 3 of them have in common is this sheet here. So you would end up getting 3 of this sheet, which is fine because you're going to have an opportunity to use all of those to make even more cards with them. Absolutely. So you get the decoupage sheets, you get the card bases, you get the stickers to decide, do you want to cover up that beautiful gold? Do you want to do just some of it? Do you want to do all of it? Do you want to use these on something else? Do you want to decorate the envelope with these? And it does come with envelopes. So each kit, there's 3 different kits in each collection. I'll show them to you when we get there. Yes, I'll show them to you. So we have them by collection. So this is from Find It, and it's their Elegance. And then we have the 4 A6 card base dies at a whopping low price. And you saw all the different ways that I used it, even with the scraps, to make the most out of it. And I used them with card bases you may already own, even the A2 card bases, which came out so cute. Oh, look at this one. Oh, this one I must have done, or the girls must have done earlier. And you can layer even the different patterns you can layer. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, and then, well, that's for another YouTube. But I know that there's something to be done with these outlines, with the pieces that come off. I just want to take it and fold it and trim it down and use it for my card. This is the throwaway. I just trim that right on down, trim it down so it fits, and tape it on, and look at you, got a whole nother look. Okay, let me show you what's for sale, and I'm gonna do what's for sale and samples kind of at the same time on the Elegance. First off, we have the pop dots. Those will be on sale. Next we have, let's put that away. Next we have all of the Hero Arts bundles. Now you can buy, I'm going to scroll back just a little bit. You can buy them individually. We have them open stock too, but the deal is on the bundle. The Aqua has 4 different packs. Each pack has 10 sheets. They're between 100 and 111 pounds each, and you get the coordinating dots if you buy the bundle. No bundle, no dots. There's the Aqua bundle. Then I showed you the blue bundle. Now the blue bundle is going to cost a little bit less because it only has 3 packs of paper. Those are the 3 blues. And then it has the coordinating enamel dots. Buy it open stock if you like just one color. Buy the bundle if you want the savings. Then we have the neutrals. So the ivories and the grays and the browns, I don't have these, I don't offer these in Simply Defined. And I wanted something that was heavyweight, and I love Memory Box, but it's still 6x6. These are that quality because it's Hero Arts, and you get the dots if you buy the bundle. So this is a 4-pack bundle. Then we have the purples. The purples are a 3-pack bundle, and there are the dots. And we have the yellows and oranges, which is, that one looks same. I got 2 of the same. It's a 4-pack bundle with the dots. And the enamel dots are $5 each. So these retail for $5. So you're gonna get those for free, plus these on sale. Holy smokes, artichokes. And then the pinks and the reds are a 4-pack bundle, and the dots. I mean, this is for Hero Arts. This is true value. It really is value. And then the beautiful, beautiful greens. I love the greens. And the dots. So if you need heavyweight cardstock, Sizzix cardstock is 80 pound. It's not meant to do, it really isn't meant for card bases. It just isn't. It's 80 pound. It's great for matting and layering and doing all of that. But for card bases, you want something that's going to stand up, especially if you start layering stuff on top of it and building up. So that's why we chose the Hero Arts cardstock, because it will stand up, it will hold up, and it's got the weight to give you the opportunity to layer and build on it. And when you give somebody a card that's nice and thick and heavy, they feel it. It's the, they feel it as they're taking it out. It's one of the first impressions they get before they even look at your card. They feel it as they're taking it out. And it does make a difference. It does. So that's all the Hero Arts bundles. There's 7 of them, and there's not an I want it all for all 7 bundles. Sorry, we have different quantities of each. Okay, now quickly the dies. So I have all 4 dies. There is an I want it all for all 4 dies, and then open stock if you would prefer. Please know we are limited as to, we only got the amount that Create and Craft didn't sell. I understand. We're Hertz and what's the other one? We try Avis and Hertz. We try harder here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. We may not be first, but we try harder. And so we're happy to take the leftovers because we're able to offer them to you at a better price. And so we do have the I Want It All bundle as well. And then, gosh, is that it? I think, and the Sizzix tape we'll have on sale. I'll put the Sizzix tape on sale. And my card bases will just have to get here when they get here. For the 5, I think the 5x7s are what's out. I know I've got plenty of A6. So I'm going to move that over here, and I'm going to start with the samples. So the first one is part of this is the Enjoy Spring. Enjoy Spring. I believe these 3 are all Enjoy Spring. I'm hoping 18, 17, 16. Yes, okay. So first ones are Enjoy Spring. So let me show you the cards that go with this set right here. That is STEO 18, D, STED 18. Can't read their writing. All right, so that one set is going to make, that one kit is going to make this card. It's going to make this card. It's going to make this card. And I lost a card. Oh, and the one I showed you. And it's going to make this card. Plus 2 more. So ST0, oh, it's STE018 makes these 4 cards plus 2 more. I'm going to put those over here. Then we have STE017, which is also part of the same collection. And these are the cards that it's going to make. So I'm going to have 4 cards here, plus 2 more that you would be able to buy or be able to build with this set by using extra paper. So same collection. I'm going to put these over there. And then the last one is STE016. And these are the cards that it will make. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. And this is the collection. Okay, so 16, 17, and 18 are also sold as a bundle so that you would be able to make all the cards I just showed you, because all of these coordinate together. You could very easily mix and match. You can see the colors are similar in the centerpieces so that you would be able to mix and match any way you want between them. The options are yours because these all came from the same collection. So 16, 17, and 18 make a collection, or you can just buy them individually, open stock, and make the 4 cards plus 2 if you add a little bit of paper. Then we have, and I'm going to see if I can go back. Is this 13, 14, 15? Okay, so 13. Oh, bow's wrong. 13. This is kit 13. Or this way, whichever way makes your heart happy. This one's beautiful. This is all out of kit 13. So pretty. And then we have kit 14. And these are all out of kit 14. Actually, they might have done it this way. But I suppose you could do it either way you want. And the pretty book with the flower laying on top of it. And the paint brushes. All you need is a sentiment right there. Done. And the bow. So this is kit 14. And it will make you the 4 cards plus 2. And then there's the kit 15. So it's your choice, however you want to orientate it. Do you like it that way? Or do you like it that way? Sentiment, and you're done. These are using the kits exactly how they were meant to be used. I'm going to show you samples in a minute of how we used the kits. So these would be exactly the way they're meant to be done. And here is kit 15. So kit 13, 14, and 15 are in a bundle. And if you bought the bundle, you would be able to do all the cards that you see here. Plus an extra 6. Or you can use them as layout mats. It's whatever makes your heart happy. Okay, then we have the last grouping of 3, which is 10. And here is 10. It does those 4 cards plus 2 more. Then we have 11. And again, these are using the kits exactly the way they were intended by Find It Trading. Oh, is that beautiful? Here's 11. And last but not least, 12. Kind of went backwards and then forwards. Yeep. So if you wanted to make all of the cards, here's kit 12, kit 11, and kit 10. If you did the I want it all for those 3, you would be able to make all of these cards plus a few extra, 6 extra. Okay, those are the bundles. You can make quite a bit, and the kits are very reasonably priced for what you get. So here's the 3 sets I want it all. Welcome Spring. One, 2, 3. Here's the 3 sets Romantic Roses, which is 13, 14, and 15. 1, 2, 3. And here's the Enjoy Spring, the last 3 kits, 16, 17, and 18. All right, now let me show you samples that we did using the Find It kits and using the dies. And some with the kit, some without the kit, some that just the dies on their own. That's using the Find It Trading die, the little eyelet die. Isn't that so cute? And here we've used we didn't do anything to it. We just left it gold, but we used the die to cut the base and a little insert. The gold is so pretty. Here we've used the die in Hero Arts paper, the matting, and then, gosh, I don't know what paper they've used there. Beautiful though, right? And we made the card base using one of our own card bases. And here we made the card base out of the Hero Arts paper, and we did some of the detail just on the corners. And left the gold the way it is. And again with the Hero Arts paper. And there, extra decoupage piece. And here we just used the die and the Hero Arts paper to make our own card base. Here we did what they did. We took their paper and scored it and made it as the card base, but we didn't do anything around the outside at all, and we added a few of the little epoxy dots to it and just kept it simple. Grab these. Here we used the Hero Arts to make Hero Arts paper to make a card base. We just did a light decoration around the outside and then did the center. And here we used the die just to make the card base. And yes, that's Hero Arts paper that we have waxed over the top. And how cute is this? So they used the dies to get all 3 mats. Bless their heart. And I'm supposed to open it. Just because. Okay, fair enough. That one's just because. And then they made the 3-dimensional center out of the Find It trading kits and the epoxy dots. And again, just using a few of the elements, not all of them, to make a stunning card. Bless Find It Trading. They sent the samples that used all the stickers. Here we didn't use any of the stickers, but used some of the epoxy dots that you get with your bundles from Hero Arts. Isn't that beautiful? And again, just a few elements and the paper from Hero Arts and the die from Find It and just a few little elements here and there, and then I'm supposed to open it, and there you go. All the die was cut with the Find It die, and just a few of the elements, leaving that gold printed. And another just because. So this was an extra one, and we cut the mat out of the eyelet. Oh, and this one's so beautiful too. Again, just used a little bit. The gold is still there, you can still see it, but just a little bit of the stickers and then the inside. All done with the Hero Arts paper and the Find It Trading die and the Elegance Dot and Do kits. Oh, I'm almost done. A few more. Look at how pretty is that? And these guys are just sweet. Aren't they sweet? Look at with the Hero Arts paper, the Hero Hues paper, and the Find It die, and the 3-dimensional element. I hope you can see all the different ways that they can be used. The little epoxy dots on this one with the book. Didn't do any of the stickers. All the different ways you can utilize inexpensive kits and inexpensive dies. This one here that I'm coming to, this one's just using the die and somebody else's paper. The little eyelets, it's so cute. And this is beautiful. This is using a Stamperia embellishment in the center of the ballet dancer. It's using the Hero Hues paper and the die to cut the edge, and then not all the gold, just some of the gold, and then a decorative element out of the new Stamperia collections that we have. Beautiful. Oh, and look at this. Isn't that so cute? And it's got the epoxy on there. It's got some peel-offs. A little bit of the aging from the Sizzix wax. And here, this is the 3D decoupage pieces from one of the kits, but coordinated with paper from another company. And the edging, the die was used to make the card base. Okay, and I do have a couple layouts for you. Using the decoupage. Sometimes they're just the single pieces. Sometimes we didn't layer all of them. The epoxy dots. And the Hero Hues paper, the cardstock. So I've got a couple layouts for you. You've got a little hidden card there, hidden pocket there. Using the decoupage as embellishments on your layouts. And then last but not least, look at how pretty is this. Elena did this one. And see, she did the corners just on cardstock. She added the corners, and you've got the decoupage, and the decoupage here in a Simply Defined must-have, and here she's layered this so you're ready to mat for a picture. Okay. All right, you guys. I hope you learned something from this YouTube class. I hope you took away something from it, and that you remember simple can be beautiful. Simple can be more than just simple if you want it to be, or it can be just simple. Sometimes kits that you get, you think, oh, this is just too easy peasy. Well, is it really? Can you take it to more than what it was meant to be? Sure, start out with the easy peasy, but then add your creative touch to it and amplify it by adding textures and dimension and color and creativity and look and feel and personality all into that one project you make for that one special person. You can keep it as simple as you want, or you can take it up as high as you want. It's all up to you and how much time you have and whether you're willing to say it's only paper. All right, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Where are you going to get all this great product? Well, at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Unfortunately, on this YouTube, the Elegance Dot and Do kits from Find It are exclusive to us, as are the dies from Find It Trading. We're the only one in the States to have them. We're the only ones outside of Create and Craft to have them. The Hero Hues paper you might be able to get at your local retailer, and if you can, by all means shop there, unless you want the bundles, and then come see us. But if you've got a local retailer that's got the Hero Hue paper, go say hello and introduce yourself and tell them that Stacy sent you. All right, you guys, I will see you next week. Have a super one and happy Mother's Day. Bye.